and welcome to another episode of Rock, Paper, Critical Failure, our 5th edition actual play Descent into Avernus game. I am joined by all of my players like normal, and I am SniperGuy, your DM for this evening. I am joined by TheKoolEagle.
Hello.
Sarksus.
Hello.
Tynanator.
Hey.
wafflesmagee.
Hello.
And Sandwich.
Hi there.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. When last we left off, you were down in what we have dubbed the Dungeon of the Dead 3. Having now defeated the Red Skull-looking ball cultist, and having met Mortlock Van Thamper, you engaged in a terrible battle where no one died, but many of you are wounded and unconscious, as is Mortlock. So let's go there now. Live camera. That's what this is.
Woo!
And check in on the party. Party, what would you like to do?
I'm on the ground.
Before we stabilize anybody, I'd like to. It's kind of perfect the people that are unconscious that are unconscious, because these are the people that are conscious are the people that Hermes trusts the most. So,
Why does that matter?
because I have to talk to them about something very important. I'm gonna be like, hey guys, so
Just to clarify, who is conscious?
Me.
Urist is conscious.
I think it's just
Dahlia.
Dahlia, Urist, and
You.
Hermes.
Percival's token has health, so I was just checking.
Percival's
I believe that's because I leveled up.
Okay.
Yeah, I did
can-
the
We're
level up thing
we're
earlier
gonna
too,
level up. Technically, you haven't leveled up yet, but it doesn't matter.
There.
So
Okay, cool. Hey guys, so this big guy on the ground here, I was offered 1,000 gold for his head. How do you feel about that?
From who?
His brother.
How are we splitting it?
So you're okay with this?
He seems like a bad guy.
Are we splitting it 3 ways or 5?
I was gonna split it 3 ways.
Interesting.
They're all unconscious, and they would say no anyway. Let's be honest.
Okay, but if he asks about what's happening, I'm gonna tell the truth.
If who asks about what's happening?
If Percy or Sen ask what happened to that guy,
Oh, that's fine. It'll already be done. What are they gonna do?
okay, just putting that out there.
Maybe we should try to, question him or something though, and get some information before doing the deed.
But he's
That's what you wanna
unconscious,
do?
right?
He's stable, correct?
yeah, he's stabilized.
He passed his
He stabilized himself. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yep, he did. He rolled 3 successes on his death.
Are our
saves.
teammates stable?
Yes, you spared the dying them last time.
Okay, cool. But they're still unconscious. Just to check.
They are
making sure?
indeed unconscious.
Awesome.
This is going to the deep consciousness of them. This conversation.
I'll go here, I guess, and then I am carrying a health potion.
Oh, wake up! I have the
can't
strangest
Move my
dream.
token.
Well, why don't we go drag him over to the manacles before
okay.
we wake him up at all, because he's a big boy.
Oh, we're gonna have to move that other dude then, huh?
There's 2 sets of manacles in there.
Oh, that's true.
Let's do that.
Right.
We'll leave our teammates here unconscious on the ground.
Just to throw this out there, my roll 20 is gray.
Oh.
You may want to refresh. That sounds strange.
Yeah, mine looks okay.
Urist will grab him by the feet, or actually, I'll grab by the hands because I don't want to drag his face in the water that's down here. And I would like to drag him back to the other room where we have his other buddy chained
the
up.
room with the manacles. All right, so I'll go ahead and move him all the way down there if you guys want to
That made it worse.
move down there.
Like here.
Waffles, I don't know what to tell you. Try a different web browser.
Okay, it fixed it.
Hooray!
Where did I go? I'm not in the. Oh, there. Where is Urist? Am I still up
to the
there?
right of
You
Sen.
are
Okay.
Yeah, I got you.
I thought you moved me too. My mistake.
Wow.
Okay, fine. Move back. That's.
I'm going.
I just want you guys to wake up now and be like, "What? Where is everybody?"
Should we
Actually,
go,
go ahead and roll 1d4. The both of you who are unconscious.
just in case.
Let's see when you'll be waking up.
I don't plan on interrogating this guy for that.
Well, I will
1
be
hour.
up in 1 hour.
And we don't know that, I would assume.
Right.
I don't know. I mean, you'd have to get a hell of a medicine check to be like, he's going to wake up in An hour?
48 minutes. Okay.
All right, and I'll slap him in the manacles on the wall.
All right. So you heave this very huge hulking dude who is unconscious. Heave him up into the manacles.
I'm probably holding him. I'm like, Hermes, get the manacles on. I can't.
Yeah. I'll do that.
And is now hanging from another set of manacles. Also, there's still those two other people in here.
Yeah, the girl and the cultist.
Yes.
Okay.
The cultist is unconscious, though, right? Wasn't Percy beating the hell out of him?
The cultist is unconscious. One of the people is dead, and the other one is unconscious.
Great. This is a good room.
I might go keep watch on the other people.
On the loot.
On the unconscious people.
I'm gonna go back to that room full of treasure. If you guys don't mind.
Yeah.
Oh.
Basically, how it
I'm
breaks
not
down.
gonna roll the insight check.
I
Hermes is aware.
Was that
so
a thing
touched
Hermes
for a
said
minute.
out loud?
Yeah, sure. I'll be like, yeah, go check out the loot. I don't care. I trust her.
All right. Well, we'll get to what Waffles is doing, but let's go ahead and have you guys. Or what are we doing with Mortlock here?
So, Hermes, do you wanna do the questioning?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't want.
I'm not very good at interrogating.
I wasn't even gonna question him. We found him down here in a cultist's den. It's good enough for me.
But he might have some more information about the dead three, or maybe his brother, or something. I mean,
Okay.
It might be a good idea.
Yeah, I'll wake him up. I mean, how do I even go about waking? I'll pour the potion that I have down his throat. The potion of healing-ish. That's 2d4
Mm-hmm.
plus nothing.
Correct. The potion of
Awesome.
healing
Hope I roll-
ish.
Okay, cool. He's at 5 HP.
All right. So
I'll heal you.
so he kind of like sits up sputtering, and like it takes him a second, but he sort of like he's standing fully. He reaches the ground from where the manacles are, and like kind of takes a moment to sort of wake up and coughs out some blood, and like feels his hands like come up against the manacles and looks down and looks around and goes, what is this?
What were you doing down here?
What? Wait, why am I in chains? Weren't we fighting a thing? Did you kill him? Is he alive?
He's dead.
Oh, he's very dead. Yeah.
Super
Oh,
dead.
good. What's happening? Why am I in chains?
We just wanted to ask you some questions, and you seem like a very dangerous individual.
Okay, you know, I understand. That's fair. I'll give you that one. But there's no need for this. I'll answer your questions. Just don't kill me.
Okay, what were you doing down here?
Urist just looks the other way, like whistling.
He's like, okay, good. Well, he literally rolled a 1 on his insight check.
Great.
So yeah, well, I was sent down here to kind of help manage things, but then my brothers betrayed me. I assume.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we were supposed to go out and just sort of cause chaos and mischief and generally just sort of wreak havoc and do a lot of murders. But it seems like the murders were going well enough that they didn't decide they needed me anymore, and my brothers hate me. Those guys suck.
Okay, Urist, I think I heard enough. He just openly admitted that he was going out and committing murders
No,
just for
no,
the sake of wreaking havoc.
no, I wasn't committing murders. I had to. I was
said
told to
we.
come down here. I was managing things, sending people out. The
So you
cultists
were
go out.
managing a bunch of murderers.
Well, I didn't have a choice. They were gonna murder me.
You could have gone to the
gonna
Flaming
murder you?
Fist.
But my brothers or my mother?
Who's your mother?
Thamara? I think that's her name. Hold on. Let me double check.
That sounds made up. Roll an insight check.
That's not a real name.
Thalamra. Thalamra. That's how you pronounce it. You haven't heard of her?
Nope.
Hermes, you would have. She is one of the... being in Baldur's Gate, since you kind of live here, there are 4 dukes that rule Baldur's Gate. And one of them is the Grand Duke, and Thalamra is one of those dukes. The Grand Duke was the one you guys know went missing. That was the leader of the Flaming Fist. Thalamra is one of the others.
Interesting. Will she miss you?
Yes.
Can I roll an insight check on that? Since you just said she betrayed him.
Go ahead.
Okay, great. I don't think I've got it. Oh, I've got an okay insight. That's a 9. God damn it.
So you think that he seems to be being truthful? He's like, well, even with a 9, he seems a little unsure, but then like he thinks so.
If only your guy who specializes in
You're
talking to
unconscious
people.
person.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
My mother, she's a hard woman. Have you ever met her? She's very frightening.
I have not had the pleasure.
But she likes me well enough. She likes Amric the most. That son of a... But look,
Is Amric the guy with the imps?
No, that's Thirstwell. Thirstwell is this creepy little lecher man, and then Amric is the favored son, really. But Amric is slimy as they come. So they send me down, and they must have been conspiring against me because they've always hated me. You see this? Do you see this fire scar? They did this to me.
Why
His
do
like
they
half
all
his
hate
face
you
has
so
like
much?
a burn scar all over it. But they just didn't like that I'm big and strong and that they're not.
They're weak and puny.
Yeah, Thirstwell's always been sickly, and Amric's like... He's Amric. He's awful.
He's awful. Interesting.
What was the name of the person that we just killed? Is that Voss?
What was the name of
Vaz?
the guy that was just trying to kill
Voss?
you?
That was Vaz. He was the ball... the
Okay.
cultists. There were three groups. There was the Ball, the Merkelites, the Baneites, and they were all running down here as kind of a group. But it looks like if you got to me, you've killed everybody else. So the cult is over with.
Right.
So you could let me go, and then I could leave, and
Like
it won't
leave
be a
Baldur's
problem
Gate?
anymore.
Like
What?
you're leaving Baldur's Gate?
Yeah, I'll get out of here. You'll never see me again. And I'll tell you anything you want to know.
Do your brothers know what Voss looks like?
I don't know. They said
I'm gonna be
look.
honest with you.
They
Your brother
didn't.
offered me 1,000 gold for your head. I'm wondering if we cut off the guy's head that has no flesh on it, if we could pretend that it's yours. Do they know what he looks like?
That would definitely work. You might want to burn half of it.
Do they know what he looks
They've
like?
never met him that I know. They've never come down here.
Okay,
Hmm.
interesting. What do you think, Urist?
I don't really care to murder that much. If we can do it without murdering, that's good.
Seems
but-
like a guy who's down on his luck.
Yeah, I mean, he's a good fighter.
He said he's gonna leave.
I will hide from my family, and then I will book passage on a boat.
I think we
How
should
do you
let him
feel
go.
about this cultist next to you?
Well, that's a great question. Do you know this dickhead?
I don't. Look, I don't. I normally talk to the leaders. I didn't talk to the rabble.
Do you know this unconscious elven woman, right?
No. I'm not here most of the time. I just come down to check in on things, and then I got ambushed.
Can you do me a favor
Uh-huh.
before you leave town? Can I have the deed to your bathhouse for your life?
Yeah.
Do you own the bathhouse? I'm sorry,
Well,
do you- or just manage?
my family owns the bathhouse.
Oh, never mind then. That'd be weird.
You can if you get the deed from our mansion, you can have it. As far as I'm
Yeah,
concerned.
I thought you were like the sole proprietor. I apologize.
Hey, I manage it.
I was just looking for a get rich quick
Right.
scheme, you know.
This is how it's gonna go down. Okay. We're gonna let the manacles off you. You're gonna get out of here. But before you do, you're going to go give Jabaz the biggest raise of his life.
Oh, Jabaz is great. We're already paying him a lot. But
Oh,
yeah,
He
no,
needs
of course.
double that.
And I could use your help carrying some of these chests out of here. These chests full of loot. You're a big guy.
Yeah. Oh.
No, it's
Oh,
fine.
no?
We don't need
No.
him carrying
Okay.
something.
Yeah. Either way, it's fine.
Okay.
Right. I will say if we don't get the money, I might come after your head still. 1,000 gold sounds really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I-
1,000 gold.
I would. I'll tell you. Look, I'm not trying to just. Obviously, we've already made a deal where you're not going to kill me, and that's
Yeah,
great.
we have.
That's
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I'll just tell you, not a trustworthy fellow. He consorts with imps, right?
Yeah, I did see that.
My mother is also kind of a, how do you put this? She
A bit.
she talks to spirits.
Oh, okay, not
That
what I was
seems
going with. Okay.
There's a
Sorry.
lot of creepy shadows.
Yeah, yeah,
All,
yeah.
all that magic-y stuff is weird. I don't understand it.
Yeah, I agree. I hate magic. Anyway, yeah, let's let him go, Urist.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
so-
get his manacles, and I'm just gonna be ready in case he wants to
Yeah.
try to pick a fight or anything when we let him go here.
I don't think he's gonna do that. He's on death's doorstep. But
Well, let me
in
just to help you out before I leave. You know, as you guys are like unshackling him, he says like before I leave, just my brothers, they're awful. If you wanted to go kill them, I would really appreciate that.
Are you gonna give me 1,000 gold per head?
I mean, I'm gonna leave, right?
So
But
there's
you
nothing in
could
it for-
loot. You can have everything down here.
Right, but we're gonna take everything. down
We've
here.
already got that. Yeah.
Did you
and I
know
killed-
there's that room where I got knocked out? There's don't touch those statues. They're creepy. And then over to the east, there's another room that's got some healing potions and some gear in it. And you guys saw the chests, right?
Yeah. So I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna kill your brothers because it sounds like your mom likes them more, and she's a very powerful woman.
Okay, you know
Correct.
I understand.
Yeah.
She is very scary, and I really don't want to see her again.
Okay, cool. Go on and get.
Okay, goodbye. It was a pleasure. And then he
Oh, yeah.
leaves.
Okay, Urist. Let's go.
Okay, so while you guys are having this conversation, Waffles, what are you doing up there?
I poked these guys to see if they're waking up soon.
No, I mean, the bird looks like he's a little closer to waking up, but Sen is like just sort of crumpled on the ground, not moving like at all.
Does Sin ever breathe or move at all anyway?
I
There's
assume
lots of rats in here.
Sen shows like some signs of being alive, but is like sort of like twitching like a little bit, and probably breathes. Do you breathe?
Are you asking me directly?
I am asking you, Sarksus, if Warforged breathe. I think they don't. You
I don't think
They
they, don't
do.
have to. They don't have to.
don't have to. You probably have
Um,
something that like makes it look like but it's like stilted probably a
Okay,
little bit.
I don't
Yeah,
care
mean,
enough.
Yeah, I'm pretty paranoid about that, so I'll occasionally be, pretending, but
You run the
And by-
breathing algorithm most of the time.
yeah.
Okay.
And by I mean Dahlia doesn't care enough if
Mhm.
he is breathing or not.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds
So,
right.
This is a wonderful loving party we've put together.
I mean, I assume he's alive. That's all. Or they.
We s-
I assume that they're alive.
Okay.
The bird's alive.
So Dahlia, what are you doing?
I was looking at this rat room.
There's just a bunch of rats scattered around.
Are they hostile?
No, they're rats.
They wear rats.
I mean, rats might attack you. They're
Dire
rats.
rats.
That's fair.
They're normal sized rats that are just scampering
well,
around.
fine. I'll go check out the stupid
Whoa.
chests.
Oh God, you're forcing me to loot.
Yeah, forcing one loot to the other looting area.
Okay. Which chest?
I'm
We already opened
gonna
chest
use-
3.
Yes, I already used chest 3. I'm using Mage Hand to open all of these because I don't trust chests.
Okay.
We don't have a rogue to check for traps.
So I will open number 1.
Chest number 1 appears to have just a huge stack of copper pieces in it. There are probably thousands of copper pieces in this chest.
Okay, that's
Um,
fine.
There are also 2 red crystal vials sitting on top with gold stoppers that appear to have some sort of liquid swirling around inside them.
Okay, I open chest number weird dot. That's supposed to be a 2.
That's a 2. This one has what looks like maybe like a quarter as many coins as the last chest, but it's silver pieces. And it also has about 10 of these jewels in there. gemstones.
Okay, I'm gonna go back over here, and then I'm gonna open chest number 4.
Chest number 4 does not have any coins in it. It contains one single item. It's like on this like pillow that's sort of like packed in with material to keep things safe. And so you like the mage hand opens the chest and then pulls this little pillow topper off of it. And there is a bronze crown sitting on this like velvet pillow in here that has 5 spires on it, and each spire is like shaped like a dragon neck and head coming up, and each one is painted a different color. There's black, blue, green, red, and white, like dragon crown.
There's a dragon motif going on here.
Hmm.
Makes me wonder who this stupid loot belongs to.
There's just a dragon waiting
Right?
at the exit. You found my hoard.
Well, okay. I'm not going to carry this stuff, so that's all good to know. I'm going to take the crown.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go back over here, and
So
I'm
you
going to
are-
put the crown on Sen's head.
And you are currently wearing a porcelain dragon mask.
Oh. I forgot about the mask.
Okay.
I am. Did it do anything?
Nope.
Okay, good. I assumed it wouldn't, so. All right. That's all I got. Hey, guys, I yell, because I assume nobody else is here.
Yeah, so at this point, after she's rummaged through the chest, you guys are done, and I assume have walked back up this direction.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds fair. Yeah.
Find anything good?
Where's the head?
Oh, it's in the other room. I'm gonna walk up in here, pull out my dagger, and remove this guy's head.
Ooh.
Oh,
Give
okay.
me a medicine check if you could.
Yeah, word. God, I hope this is better than a 4. It's a
Okay.
12.
Yeah. It come like you. It takes a little bit, but you saw off this dude's head.
Awesome. Do I have to like roll something to try and remember what the dude's burn scars looked like?
No, I mean it was like the whole half of one side of his head.
Cool. Dahlia, burn half of this half, and I'll point out the correct half.
Okay, I burn it.
Okay. So yeah, it's charred and looking thoroughly deformed.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna put mutilated head into my inventory.
Great.
Excellent.
Seems legit.
Oh, guys, guess what?
Yeah, what?
There's room over here with stuff, but there's also rats.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he mentioned that. I'm gonna go in there.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
apparently a bunch of healing potions and shit in there.
Okay, great.
Probably
I
better
start-
than
yeah.
potions of healing-ish.
I'll start rummaging through all the boxes, like not even caring about anything in here.
Sure. Rummaging, after you rummage a little bit, it's pretty easy to quickly find the things that are worth stuff. You find in here that there are, in some of these boxes, 10 days worth of rations,
Wow.
a bag of 20 caltrops,
Interesting.
3 dangerous-looking flasks that have little explosive symbols drawn on them and like little fires. There are 6 different sets of manacles. There are 4 tinder boxes, 9 daggers, and 4 potions of healing in glass vials. Not potions of healing-ish. Potions of healing.
The good stuff.
Urist clearly goes for the loot that looks best, which is the 10 rations, and leaves the rest.
Cool.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab the healing potions.
Good idea.
And
It's just garbage.
I don't need
At least
9
there's
more
food.
daggers. Nor do I need.
I need.
Ooh, I'll take the
daggers,
explosive
because-
flasks. Well, presumably, I'll take the dangerous-looking flasks.
Okay.
So, how many potions of healing did I just pick up? I'm sorry.
4.
4. Okay. Dolly, do you have any of those potions of healing-ish left?
Yes.
How many?
3.
Awesome. Do you want to give one to each of them, and then I'll give you one of these good ones?
You're the healer. Why don't you just keep them?
Okay. So you want to give one to each of them? I was just trying to make sure that you didn't.
How
feel
long
like
has it been since we've been sitting here?
15 minutes.
Yeah, like 15 minutes. It hasn't been very
Oh.
long.
Great. I pour one on top of Sen's face because I don't know exactly where it's supposed to go. And
Okay.
then I pour one into Percy's mouth.
All right, both of you, please. 2d4.
Thank you so much.
Are these the real, the good ones?
No,
No,
the
they're
fake
ish.
one.
Okay, so just 2d4.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Also, look what I found for you. It's a crown.
Oh.
Yeah, Sin, so you kind of feel it rattling around on your head.
Yeah, it's just gonna stay up there.
Wakey
I got
wakey.
Great.
5 health.
Looks great. Don't worry, we'll take a rest, buddy. And then you'll be chipper.
Okay, Sen, Urist,
Oh.
and probably Percy. We need to carry these chests out of here.
Hold on.
What?
I want to look at these statues and their craftsmen. What
Don't
are these
touch those
statues made of?
Oh my gosh, Urist,
What?
I swear to whatever god
They-
you
they look-
believe in.
They look like stone, so I'm just kind of curious.
Yeah. Don't
Uh,
touch them.
they
I told
are
us
they are painted wooden statues, actually.
Oh, well, wood.
They are standing on
else.
blocks of red stone.
That's something that an elf would carve out of. All right, let's go.
Cool.
What happened? Where's that cultist? Where's Mortlock?
Mortlock
dead.
is gone. The cultist is dead.
What happened to this person's head?
It's
Don't
in
worry
my
about it.
bag. Don't worry about it.
Why is it in a bag?
To prove to the Flaming Fist guys that we did our job.
So let's
That would
go.
certainly do the trick.
Fair enough.
Oops.
All right. So, which chest here is the most valuable? I'm not good with numbers.
Well,
Only
that's
3 of them have stuff in
your
them. So
perception.
just
Number 4 is empty, so if you value chest a lot, maybe number 4
Number
is the
one
most
has a
valuable.
lot of things in it. That
Number
looks most valuable to me.
3 has the most things in it, I
got
thought.
gold and platinum, right? Is that what you said? Or gold?
So the first chest number 1, it looks like it
Huh.
weighs it's going to weigh 70 pounds. Chest number 2
Okay.
weighs 37 pounds, and chest number 3 weighs 54 pounds, and the mask on Dahlia's face weighs 1 pound.
Urist picks up all 3 of the chests and just stacks them and carries them out.
Great.
Holy
Can you
shit.
do that?
Yes, I can. I looked it up.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Urist.
I can carry. Hold on, what was it? 15 times 19 pounds.
Oh, nice.
You definitely can't see while you're
280
doing
I
that.
can carry 285 pounds. I only have 100 pounds of gear.
Okay, Dahlia, let me group you back up with everybody, and we'll just move you all out as one.
Makes sense.
Mr. Chasmbrew, do you need any help there?
No, I'm good.
I can only carry 90 pounds of shit. I've got a 6 strength.
Just make sure I don't trip on any bodies or anything. I don't want to drop everything.
Are we going to bring what happened to the woman?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Unconscious?
Let's bring her out too, obviously.
What?
The elvish
The-
woman?
Oh,
Not the cultist, yeah.
I thought she was
I think
elvish.
I think
I
she's a
couldn't-
tiefling.
Right, bad. Yep, tiefling woman.
tiefling, elvish.
I mean, she might want to get some revenge on the cultist down there if you
Well,
want.
they're all dead.
Not
that one.
not Frank, whatever his name was. That's up on the wall.
He's
Oh,
Oh.
yeah. Greg?
I'm gonna go. What are we going to do with that fellow?
Leave him down there to rot?
I'm not gonna do anything with him.
I mean, we'll tell the
I
Flaming Fist
vote.
he's down
I
there.
vote. We just forgive and forget. You know.
Emphasis on the forget.
Yes, exactly.
We can tell the Flaming Fist that he's down there, and if they want to bring him in for something,
Well, we could just leave the keys down there.
Yeah.
just out of reach.
Let's leave the keys basically with him. He'll figure it out.
Or with the tiefling and see if she wants to let him out.
We
We already
can
brought
make
her
a report
At
to
least
the
like-
Flaming Fists.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. Let's leave.
Leave.
Okay,
I don't like it down here. I want to get out of here.
so you guys all head back up to the bathhouse, and it's still empty when you get back up there. But once you arrive at the top here, you open the door and see
Oh, fuck.
there is Urist's keg right where he left it, and there is a person sitting on top of the keg. And the rest of these people are standing around, and they appear to be like kind of passing around little cups and drinking from the keg. And I will describe to you here what these guys look like. They are wearing what appears to be black leather armor, They have strange masks and cloaks that give each of them a vaguely dragon-like appearance. And all 5 of them are brandishing curved steel blades, reminiscent of dragon claws. But they are like passing around, and like one of them takes like a little sip and then is just like, "Gah!" And then the rest are like just kind of laughing and passing around. One of them is just loving it, and there's one that's clearly the leader, who looks a little different there.
I put the mask in my hat.
And they notice you come up, and then kind of like all sort of draw at attention, and seeing the chests that Urist is carrying. This one steps out in front, and we'll put unconscious lady over here, and says, "Halt! That treasure does not belong to you."
Aye, and that keg doesn't belong to you, so we'll just call it even, huh?
What? No, this is complimentary of the bathhouse.
No, that's complimentary of Urist Chasmbrew.
East Chester
Who
complimentary.
is Urist Chasmbrew?
You're looking at him.
Oh, that you made this?
Yes, what of it?
That's we're sorry. We didn't. I didn't know this was yours. It was just out here, and we didn't see anybody around. So we thought we'd stop for a drink. We need that treasure, and we need that crown, and we need whatever you have in your hat.
Why?
My hair?
It belongs to our god.
Can I roll a religion check to see if I know any like dragon god or something?
Yes, you
That
may.
we're on a bunch of dragony shit. Let's see if I can roll 16.
I know one.
They sure do. Like putting together everything that you have seen so far with the crown that has the different heads on it and everything. You are reminded of the dragon goddess Tiamat.
Ugh. You guys worship the giant lizard lady?
Tiamat! She is our goddess, and that
Ugh.
treasure belongs to her hoard. It was taken without permission, and we must return it.
Yeah, but we got it back.
Okay, but we need a finder's fee because we had to kill a lot of people to get this back.
We almost died twice in one day.
Yeah, they almost died twice in one day.
Yeah,
Well, excellent.
These guys almost died twice in one day.
I'll tell you this. We'll pay you for the alcohol, and he
Aye.
pulls a little
Yeah,
a little.
That's not part of the whole thing here. You're going to pay me for that no matter what.
He pulls a little bag of gold out and throws it on the ground, in between the two groups. Says, "But we need every coin from the hoard, and in exchange,
was
we will
here?
let you leave with your lives.
What? So you're robbing us?
Yep.
We are returning what is rightfully ours, or rather, our
Oh.
goddesses."
How long has it been missing?
Why does that matter?
I just want to know how long you dumbasses couldn't find it, and then we found it, and then you came here and attacked us for it.
We were just dispatched.
Now, listen here. This treasure of yours
Evidence.
would wasn't exactly easy to acquire. Had we not come along, you would have had quite a fight on your hands in order to reobtain it. So that must be of some value to you. Were you even aware of where it was?
Well, I mean, they're here. I'll say, I'm sorry, I'll be like, well, Percy, they're here.
We're simply at a bathhouse.
We have been entrusted by our goddess to find her lost items from the hoard. We have been enchanted to know where they are.
Were you
Well-
enchanted to know that your horde was surrounded by dozens of cultists, which we've killed for you?
Well, the Lady Tiamat thanks you for returning her treasure.
So,
Need monetary thanks.
Hermes is just gonna leave. I don't have any of the treasure.
Yeah, I have no attachment on this
Uh,
treasure.
And at this point, I'm
I'll-
out of
yeah.
spell slots. We're all pretty fucked up.
Oh,
I'm just
we're
sleep-
definitely not fighting these guys if we don't have to, but I was just maybe pushing for a little bit of compensation.
Yeah, they're definitely not. They're definitely would rather kill you. Is the
I'll just walk up to
vibe
this
you're
guy,
getting?
hand him my business card, and say, "Okay, see you later," and I'm gonna leave.
Yep, they let you.
Yeah,
'Cause
I
you're
don't
not
have any
carrying
of their
anything.
coin.
Great. I hand him the mask and say you're a douche, and then I walk away.
Lady Tiamat does not appreciate that.
I don't care.
When Dahlia gets
Alright,
to the door, I'm gonna be like, "Fuck those guys, am I right?" And I'm gonna walk out.
Okay.
So, I'll take the crown off of my head, and I'll walk up to them and say, "I have no attachment to this. It was on my head when I woke up. I hope that you use it well. Goodbye."
They take it and they're like, when he woke up, what? Okay.
I have been fighting for quite a while.
All right.
I'll walk up and I'll put the 3 stacked up boxes just down very gingerly, and I'll pick up the pouch and I take a quick peek in there just to see what kind of compensation they're giving me for my booze.
There's 5 gold in there.
Not
1
bad.
for each of them.
That's fair.
I might
And
yell
I
over- Go ahead, sorry.
I walk back and I kind of like shove, like the guy's sitting on my keg, right?
Yeah.
I kind of like grunt at him like, huh. And like I kind of nudge him a little bit.
Oh yeah, he
move.
like hops off and just sort of snarls at you a little bit.
I put my keg on. I'm like, tough guy, huh?
Hmm.
Kind of walk away.
Sin, could you give me a hand with our unconscious friend here?
Certainly.
All right, let's drag her out then.
Okay.
Percy has no quarrel with these people. I'm not going to fight him. I'm also almost dead. Percy limps away. And yeah, I want to drag the unconscious person. Or ask
I can
Sen
just
to.
carry her.
Or
Yeah, I'm
carry
just
her.
gonna-
Yeah,
Yeah,
there
you
you
can,
go.
you can definitely
carry.
just carry her.
I'm not gonna drag.
Sorry, yeah. I drag, you carry. That's why I asked.
Oh, shit. We should ask if one of them could heal her. They are probably at least one cleric amongst them if they're here on a mission from a god.
Yeah,
Yes.
well, they sound like douches, so I highly doubt they
yeah,
would.
but I mean, come on.
Did we
They
pick
are
up?
just...
Did we pick up the gold?
Urist did. It's his gold.
I don't think the whole bag of gold is his, but okay.
It's absolutely his. It was painted
5 gold.
booze.
No, actually, they said they just threw it on the ground between all of us. But
Yeah,
that's
as
fine.
payment for his brew.
Okay, whatever.
That's what
Yeah,
was
they were
said.
drinking it.
I know they were drinking it, Percy.
All right, so you guys leave carrying the unconscious person. Let's switch over here back to the roleplay screen. You are now outside the bathhouse. It is, I believe, pretty still like noonish at this point, having done everything you guys have done down there. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna go back to my office and go to bed.
I'm taking a nap. If anybody wants to go take a nap.
Taking a nap.
Hermes, you still owe me 13 gold. I haven't forgotten.
Oh, shut up. You just got a bag of gold.
I'll
Yeah,
toss
let's
Urist a
go.
health I'm gonna toss Urist a health potion worth way more than 13 gold and be like, there you go. Pour
What
it
is
in your
this?
brew.
This is not. This
It's
is
a new it's a new reagent for your brew. Test it out, and I'm gonna leave.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm looking at my arm and just shaking it, rattling it. It seems like something has come loose in my armor. I'm probably going to go check that out.
All right. So you head off. Hermes heads off. Dahlia, what are you doing?
going
I'm
for a
gonna
nap.
go rest.
Oh right. Where?
I'm gonna go rest at Hermes' office on his couch. Because, I don't have a place to stay, so.
Is there any chance that Mr. Truth has 2 couches in his office?
Oh, I think you need to
Yes.
take that lady back to the Flaming Fist, don't you?
Take what?
The Tiefling lady. I think we should trust our contractor here that's been contracted to work with the Flaming Fist to work with the Flaming Fist.
I think the tiefling lady's fine.
I'm not sure what relation she has with the fist. We should absolutely
Exactly.
make sure that she's okay.
She's like a witness. They've got clerics. They'll just charge her.
Throw her in one of the baths. She'll heal right up and we'll be fine.
Well, she'll drown and
It's not that deep of water.
But tell you
Come
what,
on.
Percival. You can come sleep
You
on a
already
couch in my
left
office.
Hermes, if I don't recall.
Well,
I-
he
he
asked
hasn't
me
gotten
a
that
question.
far.
Yeah, he asked me
He
a
didn't
question.
run
I wasn't
away.
Yelling.
Be like, yeah.
I was
you need
gonna
That's fine.
take her to
Oh, okay.
I mean, I was carrying her, so
Right.
on the way to where I was going, I was probably going to take her to probably the Flaming Fists, because I don't know who else. I don't have, or like a hospital. I guess that'd probably be better.
Yeah, do they have public health care in Baldur's Gate?
There are temples where there are clerics. There's not really a hospital
Oh,
per se.
Maybe then I'll be like with like a.
I could try my.
Probably take her to the Temple of Tyr. Those old fucking bastards work for free all the time, and then I'm gonna go back to my office for well and good.
Do maybe do temples of Gond have clerics, or are they pretty?
Yeah, every god has clerics generally.
Okay, all right.
They just
I
are
can-
often doing different things.
Yeah. Well, I can give that a shot. I'll take her to Temple of Gond.
I believe in Baldur's Gate, the Temple of Gond is actually called a specific. It's the High House of Wonders in Baldur's Gate.
Okay.
Has a grand temple to Gond in it, which has a whole bunch of workshops and little forges and all kinds of stuff.
Great. That's exactly what I need.
All right, so Sin's going that way. Urist, what are you doing?
Urist says, well, mission accomplished, everyone. Good job. Who wants to go get a pint with me? Huh? Anybody?
I need to go take a nap.
I believe I'll have to take a rain check on that pint once again.
Come on, Percy. Percy.
Percy just kind of looks down at himself. He's all shredded and bleeding still.
You'll fit in perfectly where I'm going.
Ugh.
I think I need some rest for now. Next time, Mr. Chasmbrew. And might I say, well done down there.
That's regular day. Bit of scrap.
Certainly
Getting
not
knocked out. Happens.
This is the worst day of my life.
Well, not the worst day of mine. All right,
So
come on, Percy.
I would
Percy
like once we
limps
get
along.
back to the office.
Just
to
just
then...
before you guys all split up and go your
Okay.
separate ways, this is a big city. Have you guys made plans to meet back up?
What
No,
tavern are you going to?
But we
Urist?
should.
Okay, I mean,
No,
you,
we're going to
we can
Urist.
do that. I was just throwing it out there.
Now, everyone, we all have some business to attend to or some wounds to lick, but let us meet up tomorrow, perhaps at the Elf Song Tavern. And then we can go
Some of us are banned.
in front of the Elf Song Tavern then.
Okay.
and then we can go and make our report to the Flaming Fist.
Why can't we
Perhaps
stop,
put
meet
some-
somewhere for breakfast?
Do you know a spot?
Not by name off the top of my head.
I'm sure you
Sniper,
know lots of
What
places.
spot does she know?
What kind of breakfast are you looking for? Like fancy, low class? What do we want here?
Brunch.
I just want some tea and some eggs.
I want some eggs Benedict.
It needs to be heartier than that for me.
Everybody gonna have eggs, really?
What's a good hash place? I want some good corned beef hash.
They're not
That's-
sparrow eggs, Percy.
There's one particular place that you know is near the courthouse, Hermes, that you've seen, and Dahlia have gone there before in the morning. It's called Waffle House, which is
Awesome.
it's Baldur's Ballful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, we'll
Yeah,
meet
there's
there.
a good cop diner by the courthouse. We can.
Wow. Do you want Sniper? Do you want to just end the stream now?
Yeah,
Okay,
this is
done?
pretty
You just
ballful.
lost all your
Thanks
viewers.
everybody for watching.
That pun was awful.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Ballful House it is.
Can I give inspiration to Hermes for saying that pun was ballful?
you can't. Yeah.
I said that earlier.
Well, I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I missed it. Okay,
It's okay.
Sarksus also gets inspiration.
No,
Anyway.
that's fine.
So, everybody heads their separate ways, having now made plans to meet up in the morning.
I want to drop off the head after those two go back to my office. Like, I'll walk them back to the office, and I'll be like, I'll be back. Got some errands to run. And then I'm going to go take the head to the place.
To the drop-off point? Okay. All right, let's go first over to Sin. So Sin, you're gonna head up to the Temple of Gond, and you're just carrying an unconscious tiefling with you, which is not as strange a sight in Baldur's Gate as you might think. It's a crazy town where crazy things happen all the time. And when you arrive, immediately these dwarves run over to you, who are very clearly priests here in the temple, and come up to you. And one of them steps forward and says, "Aye, are we having trouble?"
Yes, I was sent to take care of some cultists, and in the middle of all that bother, I came upon this woman. She's unconscious. She needs help.
Ah, very good. Is she dying, or is she just unconscious?
I'm not exactly sure.
All right, well, we'll take her off your hands. Thank you, lad. Is there anything else we can help you with? You've been dealing with the cultists.
Yes, we had a pretty hard fight.
They've been out there doing, just murdering, and we just keep seeing all kinds of people coming in here with wounds, dead bodies. It's been awful. Well, good on you.
Yes.
Are they done?
They might be. We think we found their headquarters. We cleared out the place pretty well.
Well,
But we'll see if anything else pops up.
That's just fantastic. That's excellent news. Well, we'll get her healed up. Would you like to speak with her, or should we send her on her way? We'll tell her you brought her in, unless you
Sure.
don't want us to. It's up to you.
No, that's fine. You can say.
Very
can
good,
tell
very
her.
good. Well, is there anything you need?
I was wondering if you have any space available in your workshops.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And for someone who's been dealing with the cult, we can give you some space for free. Well, we have a private room over here that's got it's got a little work table, it's got some tools, that kind of stuff. You know, don't take anything out, say a prayer to Gond, that sort of thing. If you develop anything really interesting and would like to donate it to the temple, we would appreciate it.
Absolutely. I'll think about that very strongly. Thank you for your help.
He pulls out like a little key that has a number on it and leads you over to a room, like you're at like a changing room at like a department store, and opens a stall for you and lets you in, and just writes 1 on the door. And sends you in, and it's a fairly spacious little room. There's like a tiny little forge there. There's clearly like magma flowing from room to room here. There's a little stream that's like heating the forge and the bellows, and there's air vents channeling the heat out. So it's actually, even though it's hot in this room, it's not as unbearable as it might have been if it were actually all closed off. But it's a pretty nice little workshop here.
That's great. All right, so I'm gonna take a look at my arm because it's not looking so good.
Okay. So you would like begin to unscrew things, and using some of the tools there, kind of take the plate off your arm, and you can see some area where you got wounded, some knife wounds and things. And as you are patching stuff back together in there, go ahead and make me a medicine check if you could.
A 15.
15, very good. You find, as you are going in there, you kind of feel there's something jostling around in your arm that doesn't feel right. And this has happened to you before. You've dealt with this where there's been like, oh, I got stabbed, and there's a little chunk of knife stuck in there, and you have to pull out the little shard or something like that. But this time, you find this strange little capsule that has a little like glowing, pulsing light on it that seems to have like tumbled free of something, is just sort of rattling around in your arm.
All right, well, I'll carefully draw it out of my arm and take a closer look at it.
Okay, yeah, it's like it's like almost like a little pill, like yay big, bigger than you would want to take as a pill. And on just in the center of it is this little glowing band of light that's raised up a little bit around it, that's sort of pulsing on and off.
Okay, I'll slide a finger across that band.
And when you do, it kind of like depresses like a button. and there's this little image pops out of it of a gnome who is wearing like it's a full body image that's sort of like blue Star Wars hologram that is kind of floating in midair as you hold this thing there, and it's looking right at you. And this little gnome is wearing like these big giant Coke bottle goggles and has an apron on and is holding a wrench in one hand and is just oil stained. And you can see like there's like billowing smoke going across behind him. And he leans in and says, "Hello, Project 1110. If you are receiving this, you're doing very well. And you haven't died yet. That's tremendous. I'm very proud of you. You probably don't remember me, but I built you. And it's been a pleasure. But, of course, you have to go out into the world and do some things. But if you found this, it either means that you're ready for upgrades, or you've almost died. And either way, I have some very important things to give you. I didn't think you were ready for them yet, but now I do. So go ahead and put this in your ear. Goodbye, Project 11110. Perhaps I'll see you again one day." And then it sort of flickers away, and the little band of light turns solid.
Okay. I guess I'll bring it up around to the back of my head and just start scraping it around my side here, where it's like I have no idea what an ear is.
Do you not have anything that approximates an ear?
No.
Okay, well, so you kind of do it in that vague vicinity because you know what ears are, and you kind of feel it like as you do. You sort of like a hole opens up that you didn't know was there, and it sort of slides in and makes this little mechanically click noise, and then you feel the strangest sensation as it kind of dissolves, and just sort of go like as if you had just put oil into something and just sort of lubricates up that area and just sort of like that sort of tingling feeling that just sort of dissipates after a second, just sort of spreads, and you feel like warmth spread through you. And then you have this flash of insight, and there is a schematic in your head that you can see very clearly, and you think you have an idea of what it does, but as you immediately, like, you just sort of feel your hands moving on their own and pick up a little piece of scrap metal and start bending it and cutting it into the right piece, and you inscribe like a little rune on it as you do. And as soon as you do and set that down on the table as like the base of this part, you feel yourself just suddenly start working, and like just hands moving almost of their own accord. And each little piece you add, you get a better understanding of this thing you're making. And when you've finally done, you don't really remember exactly how you did it and everything, but you have built this little orb, this little clockwork orb full of various gears and little moving pieces, and it's ticking and sort of rolling all over. And you know that if you put this into a chassis of some sort, it could become animated and move of its own accord. And then looking at the time, it's been like multiple hours of you being in here and doing that. So you are ready to either keep building and working on the chassis if you'd like, or you could do anything else. What would you like to do?
Yeah, I'm going to from my coat or cloak, I'm going to open up one of the inner pockets and take out a folded piece of paper and unfold that on the table and reveal a design for a machine, and it looks like an owl bear. It looks like an owl bear.
Okay.
So I'm going to
How big are we
continue
talking?
working.
Like a small
It's
owl bear?
about- No, it's not a full-sized owl bear.
Okay.
It's probably about to my waist.
Okay.
So like
Like an
3 or
owl
4
bear
feet.
baby, that kind of.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's just, it's the design is pretty rough, but that's essentially what it looks like right now. And this is something that I've, the paper's it looks pretty old. It's something that I've been working on for quite a while, and I feel like now I have everything I need in order to finish making it. So I'm going to continue building throughout the night.
Okay. So you're doing that, and like, even though you are working throughout the night, this sort of burst of inspiration you're having is feeling good. You're enjoying this work, and you, like, in the morning, you feel rested, and you have the benefits of having taken a long rest.
That's very convenient.
All right, so let's move over now to Hermes. Hermes, where are you headed? We can't hear you, Hermes.
The guy put an
Already
X on the map, right?
Yeah, you have a little map of where they want you to take the head.
That's where I'm going.
Okay. So you move kind of up toward the upper city is where this is. And you reach a gate. The lower city and the upper city have gates in between them. And there are 20 flaming fist soldiers here manning this very large gate in between. And they stop you as you approach, and one comes up to you and says, "Halt! We've closed travel between the gates right now. We're trying to keep things stay steady. Go off about your business."
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go back to my office.
Okay.
Or I don't need to fuck with those guys right now. Do I have like a flaming fist
You
badge?
do have a flaming fist badge.
I'll try it. I'm here on flaming fist business. I've been deputized.
Oh, are you really? Prove it.
What's the guy's name?
Zodge. It's written
Yeah,
on your badge.
Oh yeah, Zodge gave me this badge to clear out some deal with some cultist business.
Well, he looks down at it and goes, "Oh, all right. Well, you should have said that.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Let him through," and they let you through.
Oh shit. Cool. I'll go through, and then I'll make my way to the drop off.
Okay, so the drop off is in this like and immediately as soon as you go through the upper city, much nicer. It's still obviously like seething with corruption everywhere, but this is the different like less getting stabbed in the street and having your money purse stolen, and more these are the rich people sending squads out to rob the poor kind of. This is like big marble buildings that were clearly not paid for illegally or legally. Like no business in Lower Baldur's Gate could have made this money. This is like mob buildings and that kind of stuff, and noble houses and things like that. But you find this nice, like really well kept little park that has a couple of different trees here, and it's got a little water feature, like an enchanted fountain that's just producing clean water in the middle. And you were told that there is a tree that you were supposed to go and drop this off in.
That's what I'll do.
Okay. So
And I'll leave.
Yeah, you stick the head in there, and you hear that little fluttering of wings as soon as you do.
Oh, okay.
And it like leaving.
Okay. And then the head's gone, I assume.
No, you like put it in a knot
Oh.
hole in the tree.
Oh, I hear it flying away.
Yeah,
I see.
yeah.
Did he tell me to wait?
Nope. You said to do this.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go back to my office.
Okay.
I don't want to sit around here staring at a head in a tree. Seems like a terrible idea.
So back at your office, you arrive, and there is also Dahlia and Percival, I believe. Dahlia and Percival, as you have arrived at the office, or you're walking there, you're heading over that direction. What are you guys doing once you get there?
How long has it been? Are we meeting up? Is Hermes back already? Or do we...
Hermes is not back yet. You guys are on your way to the office.
Well, I need to take a rest. Like, legit. I need to take a rest.
Yeah, I think that was the original plan, was to sneak in a long rest before we did anything else.
Okay.
Because
I don't know how that timing will work for that now.
I mean, he'll get back while you guys are sleeping, and
just
that's
sleep
fine.
on the stoop. It's fine.
No, we're inside.
I gave him my key.
Yeah, okay, so you guys go to take a long rest. Percival, your sleep is just like you have no dreams. You are blacked out, you are beaten and exhausted.
I need my hit points.
Yeah, as you kind of bandage up a little bit and nestle in and get some excellent sleep on this not great couch.
It's extremely cute though. Like, have you ever seen like a round bird, like all snuggled in
Yeah,
on
like most
itself?
people like lie down, you like stand up on the couch
Yeah,
and then
and
just
just
sort of
kinda-
hunker down.
Go into a little ball. I make a nest.
Yeah, you and like just all the pillows surrounding
Do
you.
you take his like bath towels as well? Like,
Yeah,
and
just
really
anything I can
ruined
find.
It's not that nice of an office that there's a bath in it. Dahlia, you head over and also immediately kind of conk out. But Dahlia, you have a dream. You wake up, or so you think, and are sort of standing on this shimmering road. And there's blackness all around you. But below you, there is this sparkling white light that has sort of solidified under your feet that is spanning off into the distance.
Oh, okay.
What do you do?
This seems normal to me.
This is not a dream you've had before, but you've had weird dreams before, for sure.
I've been to other planes. Okay. I say hello.
And your voice kind of echoes back at you, and there's like the road that you're on kind of pulses, and it's sort of like you see this pulse go down the road away from where you are.
I guess I walk down the road.
All right, so after what seems like an hour of walking down this road, and every once in a while it has like just gentle curves and everything, you take a step and fall through it. And there's like a slide underneath. It was like a false road that kept going. And then the slide made up of the sparkling road carries you down. And as you speed up, you seem to be going faster and faster down this road. You see lights coming up and rushing up toward you from down below. And these massive orbs of just swirling color, these gigantic planets of sparkling energy are rushing up past you until one comes up that is made of this like glowing violet tie-dye energy that just slams into you at the bottom of the road. And then you are standing in what appears to be a very large teacup that's sort of gently spinning. And looking around, you see that there are other very large teacups gently spinning. And you are in the middle of this green field, and the sky is blue. But as you look up at the sky, you see it's sort of like the sky ripples as if it's a sheet above you. It
Do
just
I
sort
have
of
my own face?
waves. Wondering that, you look down into the reflection of the teacup, and you look like your younger self.
My normal self.
Your normal self, sure.
I am young.
Because you are young, but you look old. But not right now. Right now, you look as if you are supposed to. And there's this like gentle tinkling music going on as the teacups sort of spin around. Your teacup's spinning, and all the teacups are rotating around. And from behind you, you hear a voice say, "Oh, Dahlia, I'm so glad you could make it."
Did I make it to exactly?
Oh, this is, it's sort of our own little offshoot of the weave.
I thought you died.
Well, kind of.
Yeah, it kind of looked like you did.
You know what happens in our family. And like turning around, you
Sure.
can see that in another teacup, but like sitting in a chair that's in the teacup, and she has like a little tray, and she's got a bunch of like, she has a whole tea set too, that's like a miniature, and like looking at her miniature tea set on her table, you are pretty sure that you can see yourself in one of those teacups, and that like it's like an infinite recursion thing going on her little table where you can see yourself in that teacup, and that version can see yourself in another teacup, just going down tiny forever. And she picks up one of the other teacups, and this giant hand comes down next to you and picks up one of the teacups and starts taking a sip, and it like vanishes up into the sky. He says, "So how are things treating you? Is everything going well?"
No.
Oh, well, that's depressing.
I mean, yes and no.
Have you turned anyone blue yet? That
No,
one
I
was
haven't.
always my favorite.
I turned into a potted plant a couple days ago.
Oh, that was good. What kind?
A petunia. I think.
Ah, I was a hydrangea once for a week.
That sounds terrible.
It was very relaxing, actually. Quite peaceful.
I guess it depends on where you turn, because I turned into a petunia in a bar.
Oh, yes, that would be nasty. No one poured alcohol in you, did they?
I don't think so.
Well, that's good. That's good. So, what brings you here?
I lost my fortune, and I'm kind of sad about that. But no, I was just sleeping because I just got done with a big, battle, I guess.
Oh, very good, very good. Well, as you know, your real fortune lies within you, within our family. You'll come to realize it more. There is great wealth to be had here. And of course, you can use it for material wealth as well, but that's not what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Now, Dahlia, tell me, what do you know about... Also, let's just real quick check. Who am I?
Are you... Okay, you're crazy. Your name's Poppy.
Yes, no, that seems correct. Good.
Yep.
Just
Poppy
making sure.
Rye. That's who
Occasionally,
you are.
things are strange here. You'll see. It happens on occasion.
I have noticed.
So tell me, and she just stops talking.
Okay. Well.
Oh! Hello, Dahlia.
Hello.
How are you?
Oh my god. I'm great. How are you, Poppy?
Well, it's going okay. Things are getting a little fractured. Some
I
of the
see.
balances of
Okay,
power.
Poppy?
Yes?
Poppy, why are you here?
Oh, this is our own little offshoot of the weave.
Yeah, you said that.
Yes.
But why'd you call me here?
Did I call you here?
Yeah, I didn't come here by myself.
I thought you called me here.
No.
You know how to get here?
No, I don't know how to get here.
Oh, that's very problematic. Quickly, come into my teacup.
Okay, I float into her teacup.
Can you float?
We are in this weird astral plane. I'm assuming I can float, otherwise I guess I'm gonna die.
No, I mean there's grass under, you're on a nice grassy hill.
Well, fine. I walk over to her teacup.
Okay, so you clamber out and climb over into there, and she says, "Yes, very good. I didn't do this, and you didn't do this, which means that probably something else did this, and we never really talked about that in our family, but it's a real concern." And then at that point, you kind of feel there's this everything got a little shadier, as if clouds have passed over the sun, but there's nothing there. The sky is still clear and blue, and everything starts to get a little darker in here. And she says, okay, yes, that's a problem. Hold on, let's fix this. Hold my hand.
Okay, I hold her hand.
You hold her hand, and then you kind of feel yourself shrinking rapidly. Thank you for the subscription. And then you just sort of zip down into the bottom of the teacup and vanish and pop out on the other side. And you sort of feel your whole body go. And as you appear and are standing on this shimmering, mirrored crystal blue lake, and on the surface of it are the saucers for the teacups upside down, and you can sort of see a faint reflection of the area you were just in underneath, as if you're looking through really dark glass, and they're still rotating. But everything here is echoey and crystalline. And looking over at your great aunt, you can see in the reflections and echoes behind her, there are all these like as if you're in a funhouse and you look at somebody and you can see just a million versions of them stretching back. You can see that of your aunt, but each one is like a little different and standing a little differently. And just looking, you can kind of tell that it's not reflections of your aunt. It is a whole lot of different characters, of different people that you know in your family, stretching back there. But somewhere way in the back, you can just kind of make out this darker shape that is really slowly moving closer. And she says to you, leans down and says, "Dahlia, you were always my favorite. Did you know that?"
I had a feeling.
Excellent. Good. I tell that to a lot of people, but for you, it's true. Now that you're in the random side of things, here's what you need to know. There's something darker. Do you know the origin of our power?
I know it smelled like sulfur when you died.
Oh, yes, that's unfortunate. We don't have time to get into it now, but just know there are dark things coming, and you may be instrumental in defeating them. So I'm going to give you this, and she reaches forward and kind of pops you on the forehead, and you feel this, like, jolt of magical energy go through you, and realize all of a sudden, like, banging around in your head, that you know new spells that you didn't know earlier.
Thanks.
And also feel that you have, like, a little bit more control over the spells you had previously. You feel this extra little bit of skill come over you. She says, "Good, that'll be great. Now, I have to go so that the bad thing doesn't happen here. That was the shadow, very bad. We're running out of... Anyway, I'll see you later. Goodbye." And she just tilts backwards and falls into the mirror and vanishes, and everything turns into butterflies, and you wake up.
Okay.
All right.
Can I have what you're on?
And now
I
let's
mean,
take a quick
no.
break, and we'll be back right after this. And we're back. Hi, everybody. So, Dahlia, you kind of sit straight up, sitting on the couch, wide awake. Percival still kind of lightly snoring over there. Let's go over to Urist.
What do bird snores sound like?
Yeah, little chirps, which I can't make with my human mouth, I don't think.
I was just curious.
Like that.
Yes,
Yep.
there we go. Perfect.
Adorable. All right.
It's very cute.
Urist,
Yes.
where are you? What are you doing?
I'm going to go to my favorite bar to celebrate victory.
Do you have a name for it?
Yes, and I've forgotten it now because I've gotten so excited and started pre-gaming on the way because
It's a dwarven pub, and it is named I've Forgotten. And so when people are like, "Where do you want to go?" "I've forgotten." And everyone says,
Yes.
"Great, let's go there." It's worked out remarkably well for
Great
their
advertising.
business. It is manned entirely by dwarves. They run their own little brewery in there. They are very used to seeing you come in there and sort of have a table set up for you that they don't clean as often because it's just too much work. They'll just hose it
Fair.
down every once in a
Yeah.
while. And there's
Would
like
be there normally. Yeah.
there's like a
How I get my
worn
bath.
groove for your keg over there. But they have instituted a rule that you have to, any ale you sell from your keg, you have to give them a portion while you're there.
Oh, absolutely.
It's like renting out a stall over there.
It's basically we just trade, right? Like I put my keg up on a stand, and people are welcome to that if
Yeah,
they
and
want
they kind of
that.
take some points off your bar tab when
Yeah,
that happens.
absolutely.
Unless people die, which hasn't happened yet, but they're concerned.
Some very sick people for sure. Yeah.
So you go in there and you just have yourself kind of a raucous time. Things are going well. You're feeling rejuvenated as you are just drinking and talking to buddies that you've seen, or that at least you think you've seen. Many of them have never seen you before as you drunkenly walk up to them. But you're convinced. And it's getting late in the evening now. You've rested. You're very drunk. And you pack up your keg and stumble out into the night air. And looking around, you see that the street's kind of empty. And then over in an alley across the way, you hear.
I gotta piss.
Yeah, you head that direction, and you go over into the alley and are pissing up against the side of the wall, and then you look over, and there's this just massive dog. Like this dog is like this up to your height as a dwarf, standing there, and you've never seen a dog glow like this before. It has this like faint, like yellow light coming out from around it. And it looks at you and just sort of like opens its mouth a little bit and goes like, and then goes, woof. And it sort of reverberates down the alley. You have never been more sure in your whole life that a dog was magic than you are right now.
I need to pet the dog.
So you pet the dog, and the dog kind of like holds one eye shut and is like, yeah, and then the dog woofs again and takes a step back. Then you finish peeing.
That's fair. I wasn't done. I just walked over to pee.
And the dog sits down and looks at you, like making sure not to sit in the pee. The dog sits down and looks at you, and then barks again, goes woof, and then opens his mouth, and you could swear that the dog then picked up a paw and sort of went and gestured.
Oh, you got something in your mouth, boy. Let me take a look there, and I just kind of stick my hand in there.
The dog, like gingerly almost, shuts his mouth over your hand and bites down. And you, you try and pull it out, but it's not coming at this point. But the dog's not like viciously tearing. It hasn't hurt yet. And the dog makes eye contact with you. Like the dog looks like dead on. It doesn't have to look up. I keep doing this. It's dead on. It's the same height you are. And it bites down a little harder, and you like feel blood running. And it locks eyes with you, and you see its eyes like kind of glow for just a second. And then it opens its mouth and it backs up and sort of is wagging its tail. And there's like a little bit of blood here, and your hand is just like covered in dog saliva and dog hair. But looking at it, you're struck with an idea.
This might be.
The dog sort of. You look at the dog, and the dog nods at you, like.
I put my keg on the ground, and I open up the cask on the top.
It immediately comes over. The dog like takes 2 laps out of the top, and then backs up.
It's good stuff, yeah. It's good. But this burns. But this might burn more. I stick my hand into the brew.
So as soon as you do, like the dog hair on your hand and the saliva, you see it like get washed off by the top layer, and it burns. Like you feel that burn travel all the way up your arm and into your head, and like everything that it's traveling through is burning. It is like suddenly all hangovers you've ever had at once condensed into the worst pain, just running through your whole body, and everything flashes, and you wake up a moment later in that same alley. The top of your keg is still lying there. And you
sleeping in my pee, obviously.
Yeah, you've fallen into your pee, and you have one hand up, just like clutched onto the top of your keg, and you look over at your keg and you see it kind of glows for a second. All the cracks in the lines have like wavy little glowing lines go through it, and looking down at your arm is just covered in dog hair. It comes off easily as you brush it off, but you are just covered in this. And you stand up and can see there's like 1 or 2 little hairs floating on the surface, but there's this just aura of power coming out of your keg now. And after you stand there for a minute and kind of get your bearings, it sort of fades away, and it's not obvious, but you feel like in your bones that there's something there. And then at the end of the alley, you hear this little poof. And you look over, and there's just like this really tiny little dog standing in the alley, just sort of yipping at you, just excitedly. And then it runs off out of the mouth of the alley.
What the hell? Oh, what time is it? Like kind of looking, like get my cask back up, and scurry down the street.
Yeah, you're. It's almost time for you to meet back up, but you feel
Yeah.
well rested.
That's good.
All right,
Maybe hungover.
maybe a little, but
That's
like
normal.
not
a
as
dog
much
now?
as normal. Like you feel
That's-
better than
yeah.
normal.
That's like functioning levels of hangover.
hmm
Are you a were-dog now?
I don't think so.
We'll find out at the full moon. Sandwich.
Hello.
You wake up.
I do.
You're on this nice, cozy little couch.
No, I'm in my nest.
You're in your nest on this couch. Dahlia is sitting there, having apparently also just woke up,
Mm-hmm.
and you feel refreshed. Like you got beat to shit, and you still feel that yourself. You're sore. This has happened to you now a couple of times, and this is unexpected for you. You've done cases before where you've gotten into some fisticuffs, but they've always gone much better than this. But
Yeah, not like
Baldur's
this.
Gate is a whole new level of ruffian that you were not expecting. And you sit up straight, and you feel that little piece of paper that you're carrying with you kind of crinkle a little bit. You shift off of it, make sure you don't crumble it up too much, and then you're awake.
Who is here? Is Hermes home? I guess so, right?
Oh yeah, Hermes, you would. I guess we should say Hermes. You arrived home, and saw that they were sleeping. And then what did you do?
Are you here when we wake up?
No.
No.
I've got to go to church.
So I assume Hermes,
Really?
you grabbed your sleeping cot
Yeah.
and got your 8 hours in, and then before everybody else kind of woke up, headed off to the temple.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'll leave a note. Like, I'll be back. I'll see you at the tavern in the morning.
Gotta go to church. Ugh.
Gotta
Yeah.
There
go
at
to
the
church.
tavern.
It's just written "ugh" on the.
Yeah, so Percy wakes up. He's like, Miss Random, is our host has not joined us? Oh, I see you left a note.
Yeah, he went to Ugg Church.
I'm not familiar with that denomination.
Neither am I, but who am I to argue?
I must thank you again for your assistance back there. I thought I was done for sure this time.
I mean, it was totally just random that I was holding potions of healing, but you're welcome.
I must say, you and the rest of the group have handled themselves just remarkably well through all this conflict. Do you have much experience in these sort of matters?
I mean, I've been adventuring for a tiny bit. I get in scraps sometimes.
Oh, an adventurer.
Well, yes, because, halflings were known to have wanderlust or whatever.
I must admit, I'm not accustomed to being in the thick of things like this, just down here in the mud. It's
I can tell, Percy.
but city guards like Captain Zodge and his investigators, when they're even bothered to make an attempt at uncovering the truth, they dig, they rifle and root truffle pigs. But what I do, I anticipate the terminus of the feather's fall. You see, it's my method. Indulge me.
I'm indulging you. I am listening. I just am not one to give minimal responses, but I can if you want me to.
It might help.
Okay, I will. I am here for you, Percy.
Percy picks up one of his little fluffy down feathers or whatever that came off while he was resting, and he holds it up in the air and drops it. He says, "Now observe the path of a feather as it floats through the air. You'll see it drift and sway seemingly at random as it makes its way to the ground. But that path is never truly unpredictable. A crack in a window lets in a draft. A roaring fire heats the air, providing lift. A butterfly flaps its wings. Through careful observation of every fact and factor, I determine the feather's path, stroll leisurely to its terminus, and the truth falls at my feet."
Huh. Yeah,
Now-
I don't work like that at all.
I've noticed, and it seems none of the others do either. And now, this method has served me well through many investigations, but I must confess all my previous work has been focused more on the aftermath of violence rather than this sort of active administration of it that we've been participating in. But I was thinking, I believe I may have had something of a revelation during our last skirmish. You see, in the moment after that death cult leader slashed me with his first blade, and I suppose immediately before he landed a decisive blow with his second, time seemed to almost stand still, and I caught sight of one of my own feathers, dislodged in the battle, floating through the air, and I was able, even in that brief chaotic moment, to predict its path. Now, I suspect I could apply my method in this way in a more martial sense in the future. Less time focusing on feathers and more time on perhaps the cult leader's second incoming strike.
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
I
like where this is going.
I just have a feeling that this is not the end of our trials here.
I think you're right. Very astute.
I appreciate you indulging me. Sometimes it's just good to talk these things out.
Absolutely.
At that moment, the door opens and like the little bell opens, and a little page comes in. Like doesn't even walk in all the way. Just sort of pops open the door and sticks his head in and says, "Delivery for Hermes," and just throws a package just like straight at you, Percival. But like having now just given this monologue, you sort of feel yourself just instantly, like a lot of the feathers on your body sort of move of their own accord, and you sort of weave just like almost as if you're gonna fall off the couch, but catching yourself at the last second and dodge and catch it and set it down and like are standing up as if you had just drunkenly stumbled off the couch, but then standing like at your full prim and proper attention.
Yeah, I can feel the vibrations in the air or some kind of nonsense like that.
Absolutely.
You had your I can do kung fu moment. Even though you've been a monk the whole time.
Well, I could punch things, but now I can dodge things better, which I think is going to be very important based on my experiences so far.
All right.
I can hit and run effectively.
Dodging's not that important.
Basically, it is for me. I can only take one hit.
For now.
Hermes, you've arrived at the Temple of Tyr. There are priests standing outside, carrying like war hammers, standing there, and just like as passersby come by, just like waving them around like this, being like, "Blessings be upon you from Tyr, from Tyr, from Tyr. Oh, sorry, from Tyr," and just waving things around, and people are occasionally coming in and like dropping off tithe money and that sort of thing. And one of them sees you approach and says, "Oh, Hermes, hello, welcome."
Do I know him?
I mean, probably not. You probably know as few people here as possible, I would guess.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, and then I'm just gonna walk in.
Oh, well, we have a... Okay, that's... all right. And
Sorry, what?
you like hear them talking behind you, and the other one like sees you and then drops his warhammer just on the ground and like runs past you and just darts down a hallway as you go in.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go talk to the head priest, I suppose.
Okay. So you head down that way, and when you get there, you can see that the door is already open to his little rectory room. Inside, he's like sitting at a desk. He's got a whole bunch of little war hammers and things all over. The person who just ran past you, you can hear him talking and says, "Yes, he's here. I really think we should try and enroll him in some classes or something this time. Just so you know, he's It's happening. He's hello Hermes. Hello, sir.
Yeah. Hey. Anyway.
I'll leave. You can carry about your business.
Yeah.
He walks out and behind you turns and looks at the guy and says,
Cool. What's the head priest's name?
the head cleric here is named Helhelm Cuthbold.
Huh. That's a mouthful.
Helhelm, for short.
Hellham?
Hey,
Helm.
Helhelm. So,
Ham.
I'm gonna cut straight to the chase. I just killed a bunch of people, and
He's like,
was
a little alarmed.
it was really, really hard, and a bunch of my friends almost died. And I don't know. I shot a lady in the face with a crossbow, and it it sucked. So I don't know if you know some quick way for me to be able to just do the kind of shit you guys do and just be like kapla and just kill shit in a way that makes it so my friends don't die. So I can, it's for them. It's not for me. I don't want to kill people. I want to kill people before they kill my people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Also, I can only heal 3 people, and then Tyr's like, hey, go fuck yourself. So, if you could help me with that.
Well, it's good to see you too, Hermes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's been a while.
It has been a while. We keep trying to get you in here for the services, and you seem to not have attended any in several months.
I moved and I didn't give you guys my new address. That was on purpose.
Yes. We understand you're in the law offices where several of our priests are now forbidden to tread.
Yeah. That's where I live.
Also, just to describe this guy, this dude's wearing heavy plate mail sitting behind his desk.
He's
and is totally bald, and his head is just covered in various runes and tattoos that all dedicate him to Tyr. He has one braid coming out from behind that's just going down over here, down past his ear. And that's the only hair on his whole head. And there is a massive inscribed warhammer leaning up against his chair. And he sort of leans forward and puts his hands on the desk and steeples his fingers. Says, Hermes, you have to understand. There's a chain of command. There's protocols that we must abide by. So let me ask you, these people that you killed, was it for justice?
I mean, they were from the Dead 3, and they were sending out murder parties, killing people.
They were evil, and did you do this under the auspices of the law?
I was hired by the Flaming Fist, and I'll show them my little deputy badge.
That is legal.
That's Baldur's Gate's justice currently. Yep. Justice changes.
Technically legal, the best kind of legal.
You seem unsure of yourself. Your answers do not betray someone who is confident in their justice. You must have a sense of inner justice. Tyr is a guiding hand in these things, but having that knowledge inside you is what really will help to let you mete out justice where it is needed, where it is necessary. I would implore you to make your prayers today at the altar and ask for your spells. I would see fit to give them to you, if only to show you the power of Tyr comes through dedication. And dedication to justice. And I understand that you have worked over there with the barristers. But we could use someone of your knowledge here more often.
Okay, great. I'm going to go to the... wherever I go to offer my prayers. Also, I guess I should... I'll turn and be like, are you sure I'm too small to use one of those big-ass hammers? You're positive I can't pick one of those up and swing it around, do some damage?
We'd be happy to train you. It's an intensive course.
So it's a lot of work?
It takes about 2 years.
Okay. take a raid check on that.
But we'll put you up here in the temple free of charge. We'll only make you be a greeter once a week. An easy 12-hour shift.
You know what? There was also, this is important. There was a bunch of like clerics of Tiamat at the bathhouse. Is there? I guess. Okay. Is there a temple of Tiamat in town?
No,
Is
no.
she like? So she's not like an openly worshipped god, right?
Tiamat is extremely evil.
Yeah, super evil, right?
It's a dark guy. You mentioned the dead three: Bane, Baal, Merkel, Tiamat. Any of those would not be allowed. You've studied. I know we had you here for some classes. I know you know what happened here with Baal and Bane and those sorts of.
I was just making sure that you were aware that those guys were running around in the city. I don't know how long they've been here. I don't know if they're still here.
I will report
but they basically mugged me and my friends and took a shitload of money from us.
That is concerning indeed. And you did not mete out justice upon them.
There was like 5 of them, and my buddies were all near dead. So next time, I'd like to be able to look at those guys and say, my tier says, eat shit, kapla! And, kill them all.
Well, I appreciate that it sounds like you acted justly in the moment. However, those are not the words of tier that we would recommend you
I would have said something more along the lines of, taste my justice in the name of tier, kapla! And then I would have killed all of them.
That's closer. Yeah. We're getting there. I think rather than have an iron fist and try and demand that you work here, I will simply leave you opportunities. And eventually you will see the benefits in them. But go, make your prayers, light your candle, inscribe your runes. I pray that Tyr will have the wisdom, will share his wisdom with you.
Cool. I appreciate it, Helmy. See you later. And I'll leave. I'll go pray.
Yeah, so there's like a whole ritual thing that you've been trained to do, where you inscribe some runes and light a candle, and then you burn the runes, and like at one point you like carve a little warhammer out of like a little block of wood, which isn't strictly necessary, but you have to wait till the candle burns down to a certain time, and you're bored.
I get bored.
Yeah.
Hello, nurse.
I read some case files, that kind of shit.
Thank you for that sub. So you head off to. And then you're done. And so, what would you like to do?
Well, I guess I'll swing by the office and see if anybody's still there. Otherwise, I'll go to Elfsong Tavern.
I assume at this point everybody's heading to Elfsong, and it's meet-up time there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not meeting up at Elfsong.
Oh, I'm going to the cop bar.
Right.
No, we're going to the Balful House.
Balful House.
I'm going to the cop diner.
Oh my
The
God.
Waffle House is a cop diner?
It's
right by
near the courthouse, so yeah, there's a lot of legal
shit.
personnel.
Maybe it's a lawyer diner. Who knows?
That's not as
Well,
good.
It's Baldur's
Let's,
Gate. There's no such thing
it's
as
where
a
all the
cop
lawyers-
diner.
Are the
The
flaming
lawyers all
fists
get
in
there to talk.
All the other
some
barristers eat
deals.
there all the time and stuff. So that guy was like basically, whenever he said like barrister mentioned where I lived, it was like with disdain, right?
Yeah, they don't. The cleric people don't like the lawyer people so much.
Ah, fuck those guys. That's what I thought. Okay, well, I'll go meet up with everybody else.
Okay, so you've all met there. You grab a table. You're getting there's some food on order if you would like to have some.
What are we all gonna have for breakfast? Let's go around the horn.
Oh, I'm gonna have a cup of coffee and 6 boiled eggs.
What the hell?
I'm gonna take a piece of toast out of my backpack
Okay.
and ask for some hot water, but no tea bag because I have my own.
Hell yeah.
What is the what's the world that we're in called? Forgotten Realms?
Yes.
Or the setting? What's the Forgotten Realms version of a Belgian waffle?
They have a Belgian waffle here.
They have Belgian.
They have a they don't call it a Belgian waffle.
That's what I'm asking. Where's it from?
They just call it a sugared waffle.
The Icewood Dale waffle.
There it is. Yes, because it's got powdered sugar on it.
Yeah, there you go.
Icewind
you.
waffle.
See,
It's-
I knew
it's-
there was some.
Called
You're welcome.
the 10 Towns waffle. Yes.
I knew there was something there. I have a 10 towns waffle.
Okay.
I'd like 1 dozen fried eggs, 12 sausage links, at least 1 pound of bacon, and give me 5 of those Icewind Dale waffles. Yeah.
Mhm. Okay. And
Wow.
the waitress is standing there and is like has written all this like frantically and looks over at Sin and says, "And you."
I ate on the way.
Very good. Very good. Thank you. This will be out in. You know what? We'll bring it out as it's ready. Then heads back.
I'm picturing Percival's singular waffle showing up and then Urist going, great, and just taking it and eating it 5 times in a row.
I'll get the 6th one.
She comes back a minute later and says, "I'm so sorry. The manager says I have to get payment before they'll let us make all of that."
Okay, how much is a cup of coffee?
That's rude.
I'm sorry. It's just because of the dwarf. I'm sorry.
Wow,
Well,
profiling.
just make the
Here.
dwarf pay.
No, it's
Excuse
just the
me?
size of the order. I'm sorry. It's just
has a
it's gonna be it's a gold piece for the dwarf, and the other orders are gonna be 6 silver.
I'm sorry. 6 silver for hot water.
Oh no, that's free. That's complimentary.
Okay.
I will just I'll pay for all of it. I'll put a gold up.
Wow.
So it's
And then-
a gold and 12 silver.
Okay. I got it.
All right.
Don't worry.
All right, you only owe me 12 gold then.
I had a fucking terrible night at the temple, as usual. Just want to put it all behind me. I fucking hate that place.
Mr. Truth, just one note. If you return to your office, I tried to put everything back together as best I could, but I'm not sure if I put everything in the right spot, all your linens and
He
various
didn't.
cushions. My apologies, but I feel incredibly refreshed. So thank you for your hospitality.
Yeah, of course. How are you going to pay me? I'm just kidding.
I assume gold will do.
You don't have to pay me for sleeping on my couch. You're
But
going to have to pay me for keeping you alive.
That seems fair, and I suspect we'll all be able to do that after we collect on our...
Were they paying us?
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
Or
say
at
that?
least they'll be paying all of you.
Why would you not be getting money?
Well, I have not been entirely forthright with all of you about the nature of my involvement in this pursuit, I suppose. I'm sure you all noticed that while the rest of you were conscripted into service by Captain Zaj, I myself, I'm here on my own accord, pursuing my own agenda.
Right.
But I'm prepared. I'm prepared to tell you why now. And Percy
I'm good.
reaches out.
Is the food on the table? Because Urist is just concentrating on what he's eating right now.
There's a lot of food like coming at a little bit at a time here.
I believe it will be of some interest to at least some
I'm
of the
listening.
party here. So Percy reaches into his coat and pulls out an envelope. He says, "Now, some time ago, a courier tracked me down, delivered to me a parcel, scurried away the moment I wrapped my wings around it. Inside, there was a payment of gold coins and a letter of grave portent." And he holds up the letter and he's reading it. It says, "There is treachery in El Terrell. The city will soon be lost, but it can be found again. If you would help, take this gold and find the keys." And he folds it up. He's like, "Now, this was delivered to me weeks before the disaster that befell the city of El Terrell. So somebody anticipated this goes through the trouble of hiring me, but remaining anonymous?
I have a
It makes
question.
no damn sense.
No sense at all.
Why didn't you warn the city, Percy?
I was on my way there, and but by the time I reached it, it was too late. It was already gone. That's what brought me here.
Mm.
Probably the like you had arrived in Baldur's Gate on your way to El Terrell to try and get there, and then they closed the gates and because refugees were streaming in. So whatever has happened before you could get there.
Before I could get there, that makes sense. Oh, and then there is this, and then there's candles around, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so Percy grabs a candle and holds the candle up and holds the letter in front of it, and it reveals one word on there, and it says Thavius. And do we know what that is?
I would say that Waffles or Dahlia almost certainly knows what that is. Or at least has seen that name before.
Is he the leader of that stupid gang?
No.
Hey,
She totally knows who it is.
So you know that here I'm trying to find the exact thing, that the leader of Elturel is named Thavius Krieg.
Oh, okay.
You also know that Thavius is famous as being the one who did something. You don't know exactly what, but one of the reasons Thavius is famous is because he was instrumental in getting the companion to hover above the city, which protected it from the undead.
Would Percy know that, or would I have been able to find that out by now? I didn't Google this.
I'm saying that if you
just
walked
tell you
around, like you
Oh, yeah, Dahlia
probably
can tell me about it.
asking around, that isn't uncommon information.
That's what I was kind of wondering, how common that information would be.
Sure, yeah, I
Yep.
would say. Mhm.
So, there is certainly more to this mystery than there appears to be. And this investigation into the Dead Three, I fear, is only the start of it.
Okay.
There it is. I found it. The High Overseer of Elturel. That's the title.
Aha! Sounds important.
The Hive Overseer?
Hi.
Sure.
Okay. I
Maybe.
want to know
High
if
Overseer.
I want to know if Dahlia is like part of like the clan.
Like a
Right.
bug?
I'm
Yeah.
not
The
part of
clan.
a clan.
Which clan?
Yeah.
The Bug Clan.
Oh no.
Don't say the clan.
I'm not part of a hive. Mine.
Okay.
Thank you.
I roll insight to see if Dahlia is a bug.
We're gonna eat her.
I'm not a bug.
Weird. Rolled a 1. Dolly is a bug.
She's probably
And
been a bug before.
this is how we just birth a whole conspiracy theory about
You can think
Elturel.
whatever.
Dahlia, not a bug. 21
Not a
insight. All right. So team.
It's okay. I'll make a pamphlet about it.
What are we
We
doing?
have to go. We gotta go report in. That's what I'm doing.
But hold
Yep.
on, that was only the first part of breakfast.
Okay, we'll
When-
meet you there.
When's the second part?
I thought halflings were the ones that ate second breakfast, and like third breakfast.
No. I want more.
So do drunks. Did you know that?
What?
That makes sense.
Are you accusing me?
I'm not accusing you of anything. I'm
making an
telling you who
observation.
you are. Like, I know who you are.
You know who would really enjoy second breakfast?
Don't
The
be
High
sneaky.
Overseer.
Well, get
Now-
him over here. I'll eat
Good one,
breakfast
Sen.
with him. It's fine.
Thank you.
See, I couldn't tell that you were joking because your intonation didn't change. We'll work
You
on
did.
that.
You role played, but as a joke that Sarksus would make. Very confusing.
So as you guys are sitting here, a person sits down at your table with you, and pulls her hood back. And let me find the description. Why do things keep moving?
Oops, is it?
So she, like, you see this person come up to you. They have armor on. They're clanking a little bit. There's a long sword strapped to her hip, and she pulls her hood down, and it reveals the face of a teenager. She has brown skin and red hair, and her face is like haunted. She looks like she's got like 1,000-yard stare. She sits down and looks at all of you and says, I heard you were talking about Thavius?
He was.
That is correct.
We were, yes.
Hi, I'm looking for him.
Okay.
You seem like a group of adventurers.
Well,
Yes.
Unfortunately, we are.
certainly call some of us that.
Yeah, I mean, not that bird person. He's fine. Don't worry though. He's cool.
He's working on it. Come on.
Please, what's your name? Sit.
My name is Rhea Mantlemorn. I'm looking for Thavius. I've heard a rumor that he's here in the city.
So you want
In
him dead,
Baldur's Gate.
or what's the contract?
In Baldur's Gate. Well, no, it's just, well, I'm from El Terrell. I'm one of the Hell Riders. I heard that he was here. That we're trying to find out what happened. I've been accosted. You know, they're hunting down the Hell Riders for some reason.
Yeah, the
A flaming
city
fist.
guard. Indeed, yeah. They
They think you did it.
I think I did it.
Not you specifically. Keep up.
the fist is always looking for a scapegoat. Their concerns with the truth are negligible at best. They'll look for anyone to blame, and the Hell Riders happen to be the best ones. Surely you
What's,
heard about what happened to about the Duke, the Grand Duke.
I had heard the Duke is not there, and I saw what happened to Elturel. I was there.
What happened to
You
Elturel?
saw.
With the companion, the light went out. It turned black.
Oh, it went out.
The city crumbled and sank into the earth. There's just a crater there.
Cool.
No,
I lean into,
it was
I lean into
awful.
Hermes. I say, what's the bounty on the Hell Riders?
Oh, can I roll like a history or knowledge check to know what the bounty on a Hell Rider is?
There is not a bounty on Hell Riders.
Oh,
You have
I'll
heard
lean
of.
over to Urist and say, unfortunately, 0.
okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
I go back to eat my bacon.
Damn, I don't know why Hermes didn't think about turning this poor soul in for money.
I are you
Losing my
looking?
touch.
Are you looking for Thavius?
Yes.
I wasn't.
I do believe we are.
Well, I would like to accompany you if I may.
What's your skill set?
I'm a Hell Rider. I'm good with my longsword
Yeah, but not good enough to save your city.
and ride
Right.
a horse.
Hermes, please.
She almost stands up and leans across and looks at you and says, "You haven't seen what I've seen."
Oh shit.
Okay.
Honestly, I'm gonna put money on her if you two are
I'm
gonna
not gonna
fight.
fight her.
Okay.
What did you say
I'm
she
just
was
saying.
dressed like? Did she say she
She's
had
like,
armor
yeah,
on
she's
and
got a
stuff?
big cloak on, but like she's clanking as if she's
Oh,
wearing
okay.
armor.
But she's covering up her Hell Rider.
Mhm.
I'm picturing them with like distinctive armor or coloring or something like that.
Percival, give me a perception check.
I forgot how to roll in this game.
It's been a little bit,
There's a
On the
button for
text.
perception.
but you
And
have
I
to
lost my character.
perceive it. 22. Yeah, so
22.
you can see that like her cloak. It's a pretty dark cloak. It's like dark green, but it's stained at one point, and you think that like the way she's holding herself, she might be wounded.
Hmm.
And she leans across to Hermes and says, "I will ask you to hold your tongue. I am trying to save my city and find out what happened to it."
It's a little bit to save it, to be honest.
I would like to save it. All my money's there.
Yeah, so I've got money tied up in Elturel.
Everyone's invested in Elturel apparently here.
She looks at Dahlia and says, "Are you're from Elturel?"
Yeah, I run a bakery there.
Oh, I've not been to many bakeries. I'll have to visit it if we find it.
Well,
You've
Did
never
none
been
of the
to my
rest of us
bakery?
notice that she was wounded?
I train a lot. No, I mean the rest of you weren't really looking.
I'm mostly eating.
I'm
Yeah.
talking to her.
You're
I'm
still
looking
eating?
at her directly.
All right, I miss. It does seem to me that our goals are aligned here. So, if you think you can keep a low profile, stay out of trouble, you can accompany us while we begin this search.
After I had a small altercation, but other than that, I've been doing a good job at evading the fist. So
I did see that your altercation was with the fist.
yes, they cornered me, and a thug started to hit me, but I wounded him and I fled.
So
That
the
could
guy
be
that
a
you got in a fight
problem.
with is still alive?
I would hope so.
You would hope so. Yeah, that's an interesting phrasing. Here's what I'm gonna do. How badly wounded are you?
Oh, I'll be fine.
That's not really what I asked. Like, you get stabbed, you get punched.
Well, it was just a little. It's just a little blood. He had a sword. I had a sword. He wasn't very good with his.
Let me see it.
What, here in the restaurant?
Oh, she'll be fine.
Okay,
Don't be a baby.
okay.
How many HP do you have?
I can't ask that question, obviously.
But she's not like limping noticeably or anything. She's just sort
What
of
part of the
carrying
city
herself.
did you get into this fight in? Where was
It
this
was
fight?
I snuck in that they were closing the gates and I came in with a group of refugees. It was right after I came in one of the gates.
How many Hell Riders were with you?
I was with a handful of other people, but we scattered after this happened, so I don't know where anyone is.
Okay. Do you think that this person would be able to recognize you?
The guard? No, I don't know. Probably not.
It's dark out.
I mean, I've been wearing my cloak up, and I didn't have a cloak at the time, so
Okay.
What makes you think that Thavius is here in Baldur's Gate?
oh, I heard a rumor. I've been asking around. I heard a rumor, and apparently he was seen in the company of 4 guards employed by the Van Thamper family.
Van Thampa.
And I heard that there's one of the brothers of the family works out of a
Large
tavern as a linder. No,
Oh.
I don't know what he looks like.
Yeah.
We've
drinks
had
with
some
the Van
run-ins
Tamper family.
with the Van Thampa clan.
Have
Those
you?
guys are assholes.
Do you know this brother? Maybe we can ask him.
We can ask one way or the other.
We don't know one that works out of a tavern. We knew one that worked out of a bathhouse.
Well, we could just go to the mansion, the villa.
There's 3 I know of. It shouldn't be too difficult to narrow that down. One of them's a large brute with a burned face.
No one mentioned that.
I
Oh.
feel like that would probably have been mentioned if that were the case.
They just said that he works out of a tavern and lends people money.
Did the rest of you know? I was taking a bit of a nap. Did you get any information out of Mortlock Vanthamper? How do you say his name?
Van Thamper.
Van Thamper.
We got some information. What do you need to know?
And then was summarily executed.
Anything about his siblings?
I already told Percy that he left.
What? Fine. There's a person right here, okay?
He did leave, didn't he?
God, you're
He
all
did.
terrible at this.
At telling the truth? What are we terrible at?
We're supposed
Yeah,
to make
you
it
are
sound like that guy's dead because if there's any of those weird little imps listening,
Oh.
and we speak out loud that he's alive.
She looks over at Sen and just kind of whispers, "Is this normal?"
Unfortunately, it is.
Okay, but these are
Urist.
good people.
Well, mostly.
Urist has his cask open
Better
at
than
this
I've
point,
had so far.
and he's reaching in and
Yes.
getting a brew and handing it to her and saying, "Welcome to the family."
Oh, they're very good. Thank you. And she takes it and sips it and then kind of sputters and is like,
Yeah, it's a little bit of that dog's hair that bit you. Yeah, I know. It's fine. Don't worry.
this is, it's good. It's rough, but it's good.
You're not required to drink that.
That's
She's
good.
she's required to drink it.
I drank some of it.
That's good.
Okay. So I might have an in with the Van Thamper family. Maybe.
You would?
I said I might maybe. I didn't say I do, or I would, or I could. I said that I might maybe.
Well, then what should we do? Should we?
I guess I'll ask the people that were in my house. Did anything show up at my house yesterday while you were there and I was gone?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
You just left it. You just dodged it and left it like wherever it laid.
It's like,
What
this
was
is
it?
garbage
It was
now.
like it was a
Package?
wrapped up brown paper package, but like having held it, it felt like a big sheaf of like legal papers. It did not feel like a sack of 1,000 gold.
Well, he could have also sent like a letter like, you dumbass, I know that's not my brother's head. Why would you skin it and then burn it again?
been sued.
I don't think there's any possible way that I would have brought your mail with me.
No, I'm not asking if you did. I'm
Okay.
asking if anything showed up while I was gone.
The sniper should. I don't know if that was like an important thing or if that was just.
Asking you a question, Percival.
There was one package delivery, yes, yesterday evening.
Jesus. Why was that so difficult for you to answer? Were you in like some sort of drunken stupor yesterday?
I was.
He was
Well-
monologuing. It was great.
Oh, I am so glad I went to the temple. Well,
No, you would have loved it.
I don't know about that one.
Rhea like takes another sip, just idly, just watching all this, and kind of like, oh, like forgot what it was.
Let's go back up.
Slides it a little further away.
I think we could probably go up to Hightown. I could go. There's a park that I need to go to and check on some things.
The upper city.
Hightown.
Sniper.
That's what I call it.
Hey, sniper.
Yes.
Can I use do a sleight of hand to switch the glasses so she has something actually good to drink?
Sure.
excuse
Who
me,
are you
Chasmbrew
trying
is
to hide
delicious.
it from?
First,
Okay. Give me.
I would like to make a perception check to watch this happen.
Yes. Urist, are you still eating?
I am eating.
Okay, so
Yes,
you
he is.
roll at disadvantage. And
Oh, really?
Sin, you roll sleight of hand normally.
Okay. 12. Yes.
Yeah,
A
you
6.
you are knee deep in bacon right now, Urist.
And I could go for some bacon.
Percy sees it, but he doesn't say anything.
You know what?
She
I'll
kind of
give
she
it a-
nods a thank you to Sin.
I saw it.
I just
Gonna-
wanted to observe. I just wanted Percy to see that Sen is so good-natured.
I'm gonna grab the mug, not the
There you
one,
go.
Holy
the one that he
shit,
took.
you're an asshole.
The one that he took, not the one that he gave her.
Oh, okay.
They said, "What are you drinking?" And then I'm gonna down it because I love Chasmbrew,
Oh.
I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw.
and I didn't want to pay for a cup. 14.
Yeah, it burns a lot, but you're good.
Like, oh yeah, Whew. That's the stuff. I'm ready to go, and I'm just gonna get up and.
You get up
That's
and then
not
like
fine.
immediately have to sit back down again, and then get up and are like, nope, good, everything, it's fine.
Man, that orange juice was. Whew. It's good.
Fresh squeezed.
A
Strong
waitress
juice.
walks by and says, "We fermented a little," and
Gross.
Ugh.
Fermented orange
You
juice.
mean you let
No.
it sit out for a while?
Oh god, that's like the worst idea ever.
the screwdriver without having to add vodka.
Oh,
Yuck.
Okay. So she stands up to follow and says, "All right, where are we going?"
Where are we going?
I'm going
Can
to
we
what
just-
I call Hightown. I've got a park I need to go to.
Can we do a little out of character, trying to figure out like what we know, what we should be doing, and stuff like that?
Sure.
I feel like we have. So we were supposed to investigate the Dead Three, but
Yes.
stop them, but also find out like who is funding them.
Yes, that was the specific
And
instruction you were given by
I know who's
Zaj.
funding them.
So you do,
Yes.
and we think that because of your conversation with Mortlock.
He said my mother is funding them.
Did he?
He said they're on orders from my mother to go out and do this shit.
Okay, so that's Duke Thalmra.
Van
No.
Thamper.
Van Thamper.
Isn't it good that we questioned him before murdering him?
Yeah.
Isn't it great that Urist probably doesn't remember anything from the night
No,
before?
Urist
The
really
only
doesn't.
person who knows his information is Hermes.
Yeah, I mean that's why he had you there, right?
Okay, so
He's
and
smart
then we
enough to
think
know he's a drunk.
that family or this new person Rhea thinks that family has
Information on
name?
they think
Thavius.
that Thavian's with them. Thavius.
yeah.
So let's be like, hey, Zaj, here's your information. Let us follow this up for you.
Hermes is absolutely not
Bud.
telling Zaj that one of the dukes of the city is funding the Dead Three, because if he goes and tells her the corruption of the city leads to us all getting killed for knowing this information,
Okay, so
Hermes
I
doesn't
think-
trust it.
well, we should talk about that then in character, because also Percy doesn't know that thing about that Mortlock's mother,
Yeah, Hermes
Yeah.
doesn't know who you work for.
who I work for.
Correct. Hermes doesn't know who Percival works for. Why would he give you that information if he doesn't even trust the
Well, I
guards?
just told you what I was doing here.
Yeah, you just told me I don't know who I work for.
Oh,
He works for a piece of paper.
Yeah. You
You're
work
like,
for a
somebody gave me
letter.
a shitload of money,
Yeah.
and now I'm here.
Technically true, yeah.
It's a really good letter. Very persuasive letter.
yeah.
So, okay, tell you what. I will explain it while we're walking up to the upper city, but I probably will leave out some names. I got a lead. We should go to the upper city.
Who needs roughing up? I'm ready.
This is going to be more of a talking thing. Urist, I'm sorry.
What about intimidation? I'm good at that. I'm
You
very
are
good at
great at
smashing
that.
things.
You're good at killing people, and I respect
yes.
that.
Did you see how I killed that one cultist when I smashed their knee in
I
and
saw-
drowned them? That was great.
I saw how you killed a lot of people.
I've been trying to forget that one myself.
It's okay, Percy. As long as you don't cross me, everything will be great.
I assure you, I have no such intentions.
Yeah. So, does the Van Thamper household, is it a place I can go to?
Sure, they have a villa.
Incredible. Let's go there.
I have a question. Does Percy know even the name of that guy down there? Did he tell me? I mean, you told us, the players, that this is Mortlock Van Thamper.
That's a good point. Did we
But does
recognize him?
Percy know that?
One of you did a history check to know who it was.
I don't think it was me.
I think that was Tynan.
Well,
And then
Yeah.
you definitely knew from the conversation later.
I would say at
Yeah.
this point, that information has been shared. You all know that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So then I do know that the Van Thampers are involved in the cult.
You know one of them was. So yes.
Can probably figure it out.
You don't know that they all necessarily act as a unit. That guy seemed like a dumb brute.
so I need to go back. So I left my project at the temple. So I'm gonna have to go swing around there and pick it up if we're going somewhere.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So where is everybody going? What are we doing?
What is our plan here?
Urist is still eating sausages out of his pocket. He just pocketed them to take them with him.
Awesome. I don't know. What do you guys want to do?
It seems like investigating the Van Thamper family for both their involvement in the cult, which was what our original job was, and then also this new Thavius connection would be the obvious thing to do.
Right.
So let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Anyone
And
care
then-
for a pocket sausage?
Please.
I'll
eat it.
actually take one of those. It's not eggs. It's not the Chasmbrew.
I paid
Yeah,
for it.
Rhea is like, please, thank you.
Yeah, I had out some pocket sausages.
All I ate for breakfast was boiled eggs because they're cheap. Oh, we got a nice map here.
Oh, I forgot to look at Roll20.
We do indeed have a nice map here where several things are
Mhm.
marked.
Look
such
at
as
that.
the Elfsong Tavern, the Bathhouse, the Van Thamper Villa, and let's also do right over here. Oh, that's not a color that will show up on the map. Right over here.
That's a big ass villa.
Wrong thing. There we go. That is where the little park is.
Mm.
The little park?
Or where Hermes dropped off a head in a tree.
Yeah, gotcha.
You guys don't know a damn
Okay.
thing about that.
The head park.
The head park. Cool.
I'm sorry.
so-
That's actually what has kind of been confusing me a little bit, is trying to unwind what I should know and what Hermes is keeping a secret.
What I have told, the only people that I've told about the head that had a
Mhm.
price on it were the two people that were conscious when we took Mortlock and put him into handcuffs. So that would be Urist and
Mhm.
Dahlia.
So the
Mhm.
fact that you've interacted with this brother is secret.
You don't know.
All
it.
all
You-
that
you
I've
told-
heard is that I'll
To
get
you.
1,000. I'll get part
Yeah.
of 1,000 gold.
You
That's all
mentioned
I've
that
heard.
you were hired, but
Got
that's
it.
That's it. So that's really the only thing that I'm keeping from anybody.
Okay.
And everything that Mortlock told me. I guess I'm also keeping.
I mean,
Mm, should probably
I
share that
know
information.
some of it. I just am not letting on that I know it.
I'm not sure if I would want to try and use that information to get money out of the Van Thamper family.
So during all this talk about Van Thampers and stuff,
Mhm.
can I roll to see, obviously not to just like learn the information instantly, but like to see if I think that Hermes is hiding something about this?
sure. Insight.
Okay. I don't even know if I'm going to do anything with this. If I roll well, I just want to know.
Funny because I don't even have deception marked because I'm a good lawyer. I don't have to lie.
But you're doing it now. Well, I didn't roll very well.
I
I'm
mean,
not
with,
lying. I am omitting the truth.
I know. I'm just rolling to see if you're hiding something.
with a 12,
Does he get to?
I
try
don't
to
know
roll
what kind of
against it? I don't-
save would be. Like, that would just be deception, and he's
Deception.
not deceiving you actively, he's just omitting information, right?
That's like deception. Like he's
That's-
able
Yeah.
to see
Admitting
like
The truth is lying.
in insight. That's like being like Hermes, basically being like, oh well,
Okay.
oh no, just
I rolled
kidding.
a 12.
I'm not
Okay,
gonna
Yeah,
talk
okay,
he
about
was
it.
like,
but-
I have a connection.
But insight is not something that anybody can really roll against. It's you having an idea.
Right.
And
That's what
so
I thought it was just a DC set
Okay.
by the.
yeah,
Yeah.
this I would say with this that you have some idea. Like, you've known Hermes a little bit now, and Hermes doesn't seem like the most trustworthy fellow. And you definitely
that's a
know
judgment.
that he was talking about cutting a head off and turning it in for money. But
That's right.
and so you have
I was-
some idea that
I forgot.
you don't know all this information.
And
I
there was a
forgot.
headless corpse in the dungeon when we left. That was pointed out
Yeah.
by some.
My son.
By
Yeah.
some.
I
So-
forgot you were talking about killing that guy before I was unconscious.
Oh yes, I very much.
Okay,
was.
so I definitely know that Hermes is hiding something, or just being
I'm not
cagey.
hiding
Okay, you're being cagey.
Anything.
You're being
Being-
cagey
So Sin's
about your
going.
relationship.
Okay.
When is he not being cagey?
So Sin's going to pick up his owlbear companion, and the rest of you are headed to the park.
Sure.
Plan. All right. Well, that means that it is a perfect time for us to stop for this week. But we will be back next week with more of this as we continue deeper into the interesting, intricate machinations of the Van Thamper family, the strange goings-on with Elturel. You have a brand new friendly party member who's tagging along, named Rhea
Hopefully
Mantelmorn.
this won't. Hopefully we don't get her almost killed. Like, what was her name? Sarah.
I was thinking
yeah,
about that
Sarah
earlier.
really ate it.
Yeah, hopefully Sandwich doesn't shoot the fuck out of her with a giant chest cannon.
I was
Seems
gonna say,
unlikely.
If the bird gets a
I-
giant chest cannon.
Well, yeah, that was one of the things I got when I leveled up.
Oh, okay.
Level 3
Okay.
monks are really strong in
It's
5e.
wild. Yeah, it's wild.
Dahlia?
I think it's okay.
What were you saying,
What?
Waffles?
Oh, I was saying I did not get Sarah killed.
Oh yeah, no, it was totally his fault.
I don't think anyone was
So
arguing
this-
with that.
No, because somebody said we, and there was no we in this.
We're talking about our Lancer campaign.
There's no
which
we
is
in
the last
Sandwich.
thing. Anyway, thanks so much, everybody, for
right?
watching. We'll be back next week with more Rock,
Rock,
Paper,
Paper,
Critical
Critical
Failure.
Failure.
Good night, Internet. Oh, and real quick plug, tune in on Friday, the, 18th?
Operation Tango.
Over on TheKoolEagle's channel, and on the Steam store page. CoolEagle and I are going to be playing.
It's gonna be one or the other.
Oh.
Because I found out I can't do both.
Okay.
Because the whole affiliate thing. So
I thought you had to.
I don't
be-
know what it's gonna be.
We'll talk about it. It might be one, it might be both. If I trick CoolEagle into doing it anyway. Anyway, we'll find out about it. So make sure you tune in for that because that's really cool. We're getting sponsored to do that and play that demo, and that's real neat. So thanks so much everybody for watching. Have a good night. We'll see you next week. Goodbye, Internet.
Bye now.
Bye.
Right.